First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rokah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a sincere salutation to you, Akim, you Aqua, to believe in all sincerity. As you see here, we have Ecclesiasticus 32 and 11 on the screen. And this is the scripture that the elder from Dallas, Yeshawama, posted in the chat. And, through the Spirit, I would like to just spiritually add, to this precept because, this is right on time, through the Spirit. We just came out of so-called Christmas and New Year's. So, as brothers, probably seen in their cities, there was so much madness, there was so much fireworks and gunshots and, drunkenness and just, all manner of iniquity, goes down. And, through the Spirit, we got to, be very wise. Okay. Because all manner of things can befall you if you're out there, okay, in Babylon. This is a Proverbs 22 and 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. You see? So a prudent man's going to foresee some evil, okay, and he's going to hide, and the best place to hide is where? At the tent, and the scriptures say a house is to cover shame, right? So, the best place to be is indoors, and of course we go out and we have, fun and we use the world, but, we're not to abuse the world because as it says here, but the simple pass on and are punished, and if you're simple, and you get caught out there, you could be punished. And as we've seen, with the Louisiana New Year's basic catastrophe, some people were ran over, okay, and the videos, as I mentioned in my last video, were pretty gruesome. Okay, the pictures of what happened to the people were gruesome, and see, judgment is going out. Judgment is going out. The scriptures say that every day the Lord brings his judgment to light. Okay, it comes forth. So, through the Spirit, if you foresee evil, it's best to hide yourself. It's best to take it in the house. So, let's read this. Ecclesiasticus 32 and 11. Rise up betimes and be not the last, but get thee home without delay. You see? So, it's best if you're at an outing, you don't be the last one to leave. Sometimes you go what you go for, and high and by, and then you get home without delay. Because if you refuse to foresee the evil and not hide yourself, hey, you could pass on and get punished because you're being simple. You see? And nowadays, parties are getting shot up. All right. Adultery's being committed. I mean, drunkenness and all manner of just filth. So we got to be very careful, and I'm speaking for myself first and foremost, because, we've all been caught up in situations where, if we would have just went home, nothing would have happened. But no, you want to continue the party, and then, X, Y, and Z transpires afterward. And it's because, when alcohol's involved, it's like, anything can happen, because that's really what goes on at night here in Babylon, and mainly on the weekends. But, these high holy days really are highlighted, just a whole lot of wickedness that Babylon has to offer, right? This is a 1 Peter 4. And we'll get to the point. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles. Okay, so before we came into the truth, we basically did what the Gentiles, were doing, and our people are in a Gentile state of might, but these heathen, they don't have the law of Yahweh Bashem El Shai, right? So, as it says here in the NLT, you have had enough in the past of the evil things that godless people enjoy. Okay, continuing on in the KJV, when we walked in lasciviousness, lusts, excess of wine, revelings, banqueting, and abominable idolatries. And that's what we all really partook every single weekend. We had to make it pop. All right, it's not like that when you're in the truth. It's okay to live a simple life. Not always. Don't feel bad if it doesn't pop every single weekend. That's cool. That's all right. Because you got to foresee the evil. Or if not, if you pass on because you're being simple, you could get punished. The Lord could see you tempting him by just always trying to turn up. Okay. Okay. And lasciviousness is basically unbridled lusts. You got to control them forbidden desires. All right. It says excess of wine. We all know, that that's really what be going on out in these these parties, these clubs and stuff. And then, brothers posted a video about not going to clubs. And that's really smart. Right? Because it's all vanity anyway, really. People really ain't dancing no more. It's just walking around. It's just, grinding. It ain't like how it used to be, man. Right? And it's getting worse every single generation. This is excess of wine, revelings, right? Wild parties. It says banquetings and abominable idolatries. You see? Let's look up this word, banquetings.
Strong's G 4224. Patos.
Kerosene.
Carousing,
and it says the activity of drinking alcohol and enjoying oneself with others in a noisy, lively way, right? Especially, in these different establishments. Hey, we got to be careful. Okay. It says, wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you. And that's what people will do. They'll speak evil of you if they don't see you, going out every weekend. And you might feel a certain type of way, but you're not. You're not supposed to. You're not missing anything. All you're missing is a whole lot of trouble out there with Esau's laws, or some violence or some adultery, all right, or just some drugs or some wicked stuff. All right, so it's best for us to just hey. I remember the Apostle Tahar not too long ago. He said to have to live a boring life. You know what I mean? And to be honest, you're not missing out on anything. It's best to dwell in the shadow of the Almighty. It's best to dwell, okay, in the secret place of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and then being in the spirit, being around like-minded individuals with brothers, always in that, in that mind state, hiding yourself from the wicked, things of the world, because, man, it's getting real thick. There's shootings going on as of late. Bombs going off in front of, hotels. It's amazing. It's amazing the violence that's going on here in Babylon. So we got to be careful, brothers. It says, Ephesians 5:15, it says, seeing then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, right? Got to be circumspect. Got to be looking around, okay? Watching, not as fools, but as wise. You see? Redeeming the time because the days are evil, right? Making most of the time because the days are evil. Okay, there's a lot of wickedness going on, and it's stranger and stranger. You think one story, is evil and wicked until you hear the next story the next day. You're like, damn, people is really crashing out here, shooting shit up just for no reason. So as the brother posted this picture, man. Hey, get thee home without delay. That's very wise. And I through the spirit, I see 2025 being a very violent year in which brothers are going to be tucked away. That's what it's looking like. Best to just be tucked away in the cut, man. It says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is, right? We have to understand what the will of the Lord is, not what, the flesh wills, right? Because the flesh will you to do all kinds of madness. But what about the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai? What about what these scriptures say? It says, and be not drunk with wine wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit. Okay? Yeah, we got to be in the Spirit, man. Scriptures say to be moderate. Let your moderation be known unto man. This is, but be filled with the Spirit, right? But still on toes, on point in the Spirit, man. It says, speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord. You see that? Speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody to your heart, in your heart to the Lord. So we have to be, in the Spirit, speaking to ourselves, in psalms, hymns, spiritual songs, singing, making melody, in your spirit, man. You just, you full of the Spirit, man. You full of the knowledge. You just, on fire. It's the best thing. It's the best way to be, man, especially at a time like this. As the brothers say, man, this year's already starting with a bang, so-called New Year. But yeah, I just wanted to bring this out, some of my spirit, something that I'm going to very much take heed to, seeing is that, man, trouble, man, it just falls upon you, you know what I mean? And it's something that I've, experienced for myself, so something that I'm currently dealing with. Hey, brothers, let us take it in the house, man. But Lord willing, you is edified, this is very, very wise counsel. So again, Lord willing, you is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, B'Hashem, Yahushai, B'Hashem, Rokah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And a sincere salutation to you, Akim, and you, Aqua, to believe in all sincerity. Shalom.